Ayrton Senna, a name that resonates through the annals of motorsport history. Even today, that name gives motorsport fans chills. The mere mention of Senna evokes a sense of awe and admiration among enthusiasts. This isn't just about racing, it's about a legacy that transcends the sport itself. This is about a driver who became bigger than the sport, a world-famous icon. Senna's charisma and skill made him a household name. Senna was pure, raw, almost spiritual in how he felt about speed and racing. His connection with the car and the track was almost otherworldly. He pushed Formula One cars further than anyone thought possible. His daring maneuvers and fearless driving style redefined the limits of the sport. He did it with a fire in his belly that burned brighter than any other driver. His passion was palpable, his determination unyielding. And in the documentary simply called Senna, we get a front-row seat to the life and career of this amazing and complicated man. The film delves deep into his personal and professional life. The movie doesn't mess around. It throws us right into Senna's world, the loud roar of engines, the crazy pressure of racing, and the ever-present danger. It throws us right into Senna's world, the loud roar of engines, the crazy pressure of racing, and the ever-present danger. The intensity is almost tangible. Using old race footage and interviews, director Asif Kapadia tells a story that's both exciting and really moving. The narrative is gripping, the emotions raw. You don't have to be a huge Formula One fan to love Senna's story. It's a tale of human spirit, ambition, and the relentless pursuit of excellence. This movie is about ambition. It's about the drive to push beyond limits, to achieve greatness against all odds. It's about trying to be the best. Senna's journey is a testament to what can be achieved with unwavering dedication. Most of all, it's about how powerful human passion can be. Senna's story is a powerful reminder of the heights that can be reached when passion fuels the journey. Senna doesn't just tell a story, it takes you for a ride. From the moment the film begins, you are thrust into the high-octane world of Formula One racing. The roar of the engines, the screech of the tires, and the sheer speed of the cars make you feel like you're right there on the track. You'll feel like you're right there on the track with Ayrton as he battles rivals like Alain Prost and Nigel Mansell. The intensity of the races, the split-second decisions, and the heart-pounding moments of overtaking are captured so vividly that you can almost feel the adrenaline coursing through your veins. The movie perfectly recreates big moments in Senna's career. From his early days in karting to his rise to fame in Formula One, every significant event is portrayed with meticulous attention to detail. The filmmakers have done an incredible job of bringing these moments to life, making you feel like you're witnessing history unfold. His awesome win at the 1988 Monaco Grand Prix, where he seemed to be in the zone, is amazing to watch on screen. The precision with which he navigates the tight corners and the sheer determination on his face are a testament to his skill and passion for the sport. The filmmakers don't avoid the drama either. The tension in the pit stops, the pressure on the drivers, and the high stakes of each race are all depicted with a sense of urgency that keeps you on the edge of your seat. The hot rivalry between Senna and Prost, which often went beyond the track and into the news, is a big part of the movie. Their fierce competition, both on and off the track, adds a layer of complexity to the story, showing that racing is not just about speed but also about strategy and mind games. We see the fights, the mind games, and the bad blood. The clashes between drivers, the heated arguments, and the intense rivalries are all part of what makes the sport so captivating. These moments of conflict highlight the competitive nature of Formula One and the personal stakes involved. But we also see moments of respect and even friendship. Despite the fierce competition, there are times when drivers come together, showing mutual respect and camaraderie. These moments of humanity add depth to the story, reminding us that behind the helmets and the rivalries are real people with real emotions. This makes the movie even better. The blend of thrilling races, personal drama, and moments of genuine connection creates a rich and engaging narrative that keeps you hooked from start to finish. Of course, no movie about Ayrton Senna would be complete without the sad part of his story. The film doesn't shy away from the tragic events that marked the end of his career, but it handles them with sensitivity and respect. The 1994 San Marino Grand Prix, where Senna died in a terrible crash, is handled carefully and respectfully. The filmmakers focus on the impact of his loss, showing how it affected the racing community and fans around the world. The movie doesn't focus on the crash itself, but it helps us understand how big the loss was and how shocked everyone was. The tributes, the mourning fans, and the somber reflections all serve to highlight the profound impact Senna had on the sport and the world. What makes Senna different from other sports documentaries is how it tells the story with amazing visuals. The film doesn't just show you racing, it immerses you in it. Director Asif Kapadia and cinematographer Anthony D.O.D. Mantle use old race footage and cleverly edited interviews to put you right in the middle of the action. They blend archival footage with modern editing techniques to create a seamless narrative. You'll feel the adrenaline as Senna pushes his car to the limit, navigating tight corners and overtaking competitors with precision. The tension in the cockpit is palpable as every decision and movement could mean the difference between victory and defeat. And the crazy speed that made him famous is captured in breathtaking detail, making you feel like you're right there on the track with him. The sound is just as awesome. The film's audio design is meticulously crafted to enhance the visual experience. The roar of the engines, the screech of tires, and the ambient sounds of the racetrack pull you deeper into the world of Formula One. The excited race commentators from back then create an amazing experience, adding authenticity and excitement to the narrative. It's like traveling back in time to the golden age of Formula One, where every race was a spectacle and every driver a hero. But it's not just about the racing. The documentary delves into the personal life of Ayrton Senna, showing us the man behind the legend. The movie also shows us quiet, personal moments to help us understand Senna's personality. We see him in moments of reflection with his family and friends, away from the chaos of the racetrack. We see his fun-loving side, his strong faith, and his never-give-up attitude. These glimpses into his life make him more relatable and human. These moments make Senna more than just a famous racer. They make him a real person we can connect with. His passion, determination, and charisma shine through, making his story all the more compelling. They make him a real person we can connect with. The documentary captures the essence of who Senna was, both on and off the track, making it a must-watch for racing fans and documentary enthusiasts alike. Senna is different from other racing movies. Unlike movies like Rush or Driven, which are made up in Hollywood, Senna gives us a real and honest look at the sport. It's a true documentary, using real footage and interviews to tell the story. The movie's emotional power also makes it special. While other racing movies focus on the excitement and competition, Senna shows us the mental pressure Formula One drivers face. We see how racing affected Senna's personal life, the rivalries that took over his thoughts, and the sacrifices he made for his dreams. This isn't just a movie for racing fans, it's for anyone who has ever had a big dream, pushed their limits, and chased their passions with everything they have. Senna doesn't just throw us into Ayrton's Formula One career. It takes us back to his childhood in Brazil, showing us where his love for speed began. We see young Ayrton, eyes full of passion, racing go-karts and dreaming of being a world champion. The movie shows his quick rise through racing, from karting to Formula Ford and finally to the top Formula One. We see his early struggles, his never-give-up attitude, and everything he gave up to succeed. The movie also shows the tough times he faced, like prejudice and people who didn't believe in him. This makes his success even more amazing. Through it all, we see Senna's strong belief in himself, his talent, and his destiny. This confidence, almost like a spiritual belief, is clear in every part of the movie. It's this belief, along with his amazing talent, that made him a legend. One of the best things about Senna is how much both hardcore racing fans and people who don't know much about Formula One enjoy it. For fans, it's a trip down memory lane, a chance to relive some of the greatest moments in racing history. The old race footage is a goldmine for people who grew up watching Senna race. But even if you don't know anything about racing, Senna will grab your attention. The movie is bigger than just racing. It's a fascinating study of a complicated and interesting person. It's a story about ambition, rivalry, tragedy, and the pursuit of greatness. These are themes that everyone can relate to. Whether you're a huge fan or totally new to Formula One, Senna is a movie experience you won't forget. Senna is more than a sports documentary, it's a personal and emotional journey into the life of a legend. The movie shows us the man behind the helmet, his passions, his fears, and his total dedication to racing. We see his fun-loving side, his strong faith, and his desire to be the best. The movie doesn't hide the more difficult parts of Senna's personality, his fierce competitiveness, his stubbornness, and his willingness to push the limits on and off the track. But it's this mix of traits that makes him so interesting. Senna wasn't perfect, and the movie doesn't try to make him seem perfect. It's this honesty, showing both the good and the bad, that makes Senna such a powerful and moving movie. Through interviews with family, friends and other drivers, we get to know the real Ayrton Senna, the man who was loved, admired, feared, and ultimately deeply respected. More than 20 years after his tragic death, Ayrton Senna is still a huge name in racing. He is remembered not just for his incredible skill, but also for his charisma, his passion, and his drive to be the best. Senna, the movie, helps keep his memory alive for new generations. The movie reminds us that Senna was more than just a racer. He was a global icon. He was a hero to millions, a symbol of Brazil, and a man who lived life his own way. Senna is a powerful tribute to an amazing person. It's a movie that will stick with you, making you think about life, death, and following your dreams. The movie also reminds us of how dangerous racing can be. Senna's death, along with the deaths of other drivers, forced the sport to improve its safety. In many ways, his legacy is connected to the safety improvements that have made Formula One what it is today. Senna is an amazing sports documentary. It's a movie that goes beyond language, culture, and even the sport itself. It tells a story about passion, ambition, and trying to be the best. But most importantly, it's a tribute to a true icon, a man who lived for speed, and whose legend continues to inspire racing fans and others. If you haven't seen Senna, you should check it out. It's a movie that will stay with you, and it will make you appreciate the legend of Ayrton Senna.